Well, the thing is, I think we'll get out of it. I'm not saying a lie, but I think we'll get out of it. Oh,
Definitely
a
around
little bit of runoff there.
Uh-oh.
Emergency services. Moving quick. What is that? Fire rescue.
Yeah.
That guy's no joke. I'm gonna just have a breather
Take a moment.
because almost died. It was great. That was fun. See it let up. Welcome to episode 6. We are here at the Rolling Realtors road trip, and our trip is almost over, and our trip with you is almost over also.
Kind of makes me sad.
Ken sad. We can just keep this trip going forever. How much gas we got? We're good, right?
At least 250, 300 miles.
We'll just forget Rogers. We'll just go on. We get almost through Oklahoma on that.
Probably could.
Probably not. That's a big state. Texas? No. So we should probably talk about real estate though.
Let's do it. Real estate it is.
This isn't a bubble.
It's not?
I've said that before. It's not a bubble. Here's the thing. Bubbles happen when you've got a small group of actors. I'm not going to call them bad actors, but actors in a market that are pumping up prices, and you have unrestricted cash flow. We don't have that. That's why this isn't a bubble. The reason that the market is high is because of supply and demand. I know.
Economics?
Right?
What?
Economics. This is basic economics, folks. We don't have enough supply, and we remain in high demand. And I think we would have reached this in about 2 years had COVID not hit. And I think because of COVID, it accelerated that. We were already seeing a drop off in inventory and an increase in the number of buyers. And again, I'm not going to get political with this, so don't come at me with any political attacks. But by and large, the main group of economic drivers sit in a very specific income bracket. And that income bracket is growing. I don't care what end of whatever political belief you're on. The income bracket that is driving the economy is growing, and that bracket can afford to borrow money at low interest rates to buy homes. That's it. There is nothing complicated about this. No matter what the pundits say or what you hear on HGTV or what Zillow is saying, the bottom line is supply and demand will continue to drive the real estate market. And just because the supply catches up does not mean the bubble is going to burst and prices are going to overnight drop a ton. Because there is no reason it would do nothing to the market positive, and really it probably nothing to the market at all. But there is no reason to change lending standards. Something you have to remember is that interest rates in general on home loans are market driven also. And what banks have figured out is doing more home loans at a lower interest rate is more profitable than doing a few home loans at a high interest rate. The government is going to continue to buy loans like crazy. They want to. They're happy to churn a couple of $1 trillion at, say, an average of 2.5% once they take the reduction. They're happy to do that. That is a winning scenario for consumers and for the market, and it's going to continue. I don't think that we're going to continue to see 50% price increases. But again, that's not a bubble. That's just the way the market is. Enough buyers will fall out of the market, and enough inventory will catch up. Home builders will catch up, and as COVID begins to become less of a concern, you will see more inventory start to come on the market. I think that's fantastic for consumers. It allows sellers to sell at a point where they have a profitable margin that allows them to purchase the home that they want at a lower amount of principal investment. So I can buy that $350,000 house because I can afford a $250,000 loan, and I've got $100,000 in equity. So as that balances out, we'll get back to 3 to 5% increases. We'll probably see an increase in the number of days on the market, but by and large, that may actually make things easier for consumers. And I think the consumers will respond by probably continuing to purchase homes at the same pace. The difference will be that there will be inventory available, and that's good for everybody. I think we're in a cycle that's probably going to last, say, 3 to 4 years. And I think when the cycle ends, it's not going to fall off a cliff. It's just going to level off. We'll hit more like the 13, 14, 15, maybe into 16 range. And we'll continue to see things level off in that way. We're not going to fall off a cliff. I hope I'm not wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. I think the last almost 2 decades of experience in this industry have taught me that bubbles in real estate are obvious, and people talk about them long before they actually hit. We were talking about the 2008 bubble. Go back and look at the newspapers for a couple of years. You know, people knew there was a problem. There's no problem here. That's not what we're looking at. So be ready to get into the market. If you want to sell, sell. I think it's a great time. I think you're going to get a fantastic price. Buyers, I think you need to buy now, because I think the prices a year from now are going to be even higher.
I agree.
Right now, today is the best time to buy a house. Tomorrow will still be the best time to buy a house. There will come a point where prices are just so high. We might not be able to say that, but today is the best time to buy a house. Get it now, because it'll be more expensive tomorrow. So that's it. That's season 3 in the books.
Done deal.
We will not wait another year for season 4. You will see us again very soon. But for now, if you have any questions about the market, drop them in the comments. We'll be happy to answer them. Other than that, we're about to end our road trip here. We're just a couple miles away, and we're not looking at a Jeep. No, sorry. Other than that, we'll see you later. Thanks a lot.